Testing. It sounds good, right? I think yeah, I can hear it. Perfect.
Call me on this not so. I'm hoping. Yeah. How we doing? Good. Go ahead. Yes, that's yeah. And then I can try to block.
Before Gene starts the meeting, just turn it on.
You say. It's 4:32, I'll call the meeting to order. Please rise, the pledge.
You can stay.
To the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before I start the agenda, I'd just like to take a moment of silence for our member David Perlman, who passed away last week. The item on the agenda is 115 Main Street. Um, yeah, you want to pull up a chair?
Sorry. That's okay.
In December, I got a call from Tony Villani. Tony Villani.
Tony Milan, yeah.
Yeah, he's from Rawlings, I guess.
Yep, he's a representative.
Yeah, you gave him my home phone number.
Yes.
And I had a discussion with him based on the applications that stood then.
Mhm.
And I told him that the application as presented was unacceptable for a couple of reasons. One was the size,
Right.
two was the placement, because the sign law doesn't allow a sign on a second facade in
Right,
that location,
right,
because it's not at either the intersection of two streets or one street in a public alley. So what we discussed was the possibility of eliminating any mention of the words Rawlings
right,
or the store, and using it as just a mural design. The way it was then, I still considered it a sign because it promoted baseball and it was a store that sold baseball items. But I told him that I only had one vote, and that if he wanted, he could present that to us. You know, he'd come in and ask for our opinion whether we considered that a sign or not.
okay,
But instead of doing that, we have a new application with different designs. And I guess there are all kinds of alternates, and
yeah, they had sent several renderings because we maxed out our signage on the front of the building. We have 3 signs. I guess according to codes, you're allowed 40 square feet. We have 3 signs of 13.33 square feet on the front of the building, which totals 40 square feet. And they were trying to get a mural approved on the side of the building. They sent you several renderings, and I think the one that was their first choice, I don't have it in front of me,
this was,
is that one right
Which
there,
one?
yes. Which was
one, Gene?
one of like Willie Mays
Over.
catching a ball in Yankee Stadium over his shoulder.
So it's a photograph,
It's a photograph.
not a painting.
so this would be a black and white
Yes,
photograph. Okay.
So do we have anything in our sign law that says, that deals, or in our law that deals with murals? I couldn't find anything that deals with murals.
Well, no,
Yes, actually, there's no definition of a mural,
Right.
but under, and this is what I found because I've gone through it, let's see. Design and construction standards 227-5. B, computation of sign area. It says when a sign consists of individual letters, symbols, or characters attached directly to the building face, its area shall be computed as the area of the smallest rectangle that encloses all the letters, symbols, and characters. That essentially is a mural, description of a mural.
Wait, where is
when
it?
something is attached to the building face.
It's not attached, so it's painted on.
which section is that?
227-12B, computations, it talks about computations of sign area.
27 dash,
Right, not the click there.
oh, 227-5.
So can I ask, how were the murals that were
Well,
painted on the Chamber of Commerce building and Mohican Flowers? Those were done through a grant.
then.
How were those handled?
I
I wasn't,
was involved directly.
yeah, and how were, I wasn't around it.
And I looked at it and I told them that the way it was then, it was not a sign. Because well, let me give you the definition of a sign.
Yeah,
This is in section 227-3A2.
To
To
any display in public view?
yeah.
Is that the one?
sign.
Used to draw attention to, I don't,
27, yeah,
yeah,
any display in public view. Used to draw attention to, identify, communicate, advertise, or promote such things as organizations, businesses, products and services, events, candidates, personal opinions, or municipal information.
so with,
I thought that the Chamber of Commerce was too generic to really promote the Chamber of Commerce.
right, but I feel like if it's just a general baseball field, it's still in Doubleday Field Plaza, whatever we call it. I mean, because we do have murals in town that are historic. I mean, there's the McGowan mural, there's the Smalley's one. And so I'm definitely not opposed to murals. I think they can add quite a bit to downtown fabric. But if the law doesn't treat them, if we don't treat murals, where do we fit something like this? Because it's certainly in keeping with the village's character to have something baseball oriented. I mean, even, I would object to anything that said Raleigh. But I see something like this as adding to the public
I
benefit.
agree with you on that. The Willie Mays one.
Right,
Yeah.
or, I mean, even this one, which I don't know if this says Rawlings, it's not defined enough to know, but that's a historic. And it may well be a Rawlings advertisement, in which case I would say.
Alan, some of those were taken from commercial ads that they had years ago.
Rawlings,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I want to make sure that we all understand, we're not going to have anything that says Rawlings on there because that's what we were asked not to do. That's why we thought the one mural depiction of like Willie Mays catching that ball has no commercial signage on it or anything. It's just a representation of baseball.
right.
Which we thought was appropriate.
So I guess, I mean, and then I wonder for the murals, would the limits on area based
Just
on,
on area would not apply if it's not a sign.
correct. So that, I just want to clarify all of this before we start debating. Yeah,
So the question here is this a sign under the sign law or is it not? If it's not, we have no jurisdiction over it. And
so who then decides on the murals?
no one,
But who decided on the Cooperstown and the other murals? Nobody?
Well, a lot of the historic ones.
No, those are historic. No, the ones that were like on the Chamber of Commerce and on Mohican Flowers.
I'm not familiar with the Mohican Flowers.
It's the side of the building was also part of the same grant. I think Cass Harrington had applied for the grant. And so that's what I wanted to understand, how those got,
Well, they weren't approved by us and they didn't ask us for an opinion.
okay.
So if it's a sign, it's probably illegal.
No, it's not a sign. It doesn't say anything. It's just,
Then it's not within our jurisdiction.
right. Okay. So if they were to go ahead and do the larger photograph, whatever,
Well, the Willie Mays photograph.
the Willie Mays home run or whatever.
That's just saying,
Catching.
that catch, right, over the
Yes.
shoulder catch.
Okay, the Willie Mays catch, the iconic Willie Mays catch, then that could go forward.
Yes,
We would complain if it were any of the, like the signatures, or
yeah,
that would be in violation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that's because they're on Rawlings balls, those signatures.
Right.
Um,
That's what we try to avoid when we try to.
right, so, I mean, I honestly think something like this would enhance, this is my personal opinion, would enhance Doubleday Field.
yeah,
And add to the, sort of the
Ambiance.
ambiance, thank you, Richard, it's the end of the day. Add to the ambiance of Doubleday Field.
Mhm.
I mean, I would love to see the village apply for grants to restore the Smalleys murals, the Fred McGowan murals.
I'd like to apply for a grant for the village to do anything on my building.
Well, but you don't have a historic, I mean, you don't have one. And that's not in my purview. If you had a historic mural, maybe, but this would not be considered historic. So, I mean, I think it would be fine as long as, but we have no jurisdiction over murals, is what you're saying.
No, it's just no jurisdiction over painting.
So anybody could paint anything on their building as long as,
It's not a sign.
but it could be offensive, it could be whatever, as long as it's not a sign, doesn't matter. Nobody
Well,
decides
you
those
said
things.
if it's offensive.
I mean, you could paint anything on the side of a building.
Well, if it's offensive,
I mean, that's the thing, it's like,
Something.
I mean, if it's subjectively offensive, I'm just saying that
that might be somebody's issue, but.
it's a loop, it's a loophole in the law, okay?
It's not this board's
Right,
issue right now.
okay.
Kathy, any thoughts on this?
I think I agree. I think it would look very nice on the side.
Okay. Then we'll call this the Willie Mays Catch.
That's the one you prefer.
Picture.
Yeah.
And then I'll make a motion, that this board interpret the Willie Mays Catch picture as not being a sign.
And therefore not restricted by the sign, not under the sign law,
right.
regulated by the sign law.
Correct. I'm happy to second that.
Second that, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it's unanimous.
Thank you very much.
This one.
Helmut, can I ask you
We'll get that done.
one thing?
What's that?
And this is the strict understanding that there'll be no words on the sign.
Right.
Other
No,
than-
Just as it's represented right there. It won't be-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
And you know what, why don't we, once it gets put up, let's have the code officer take a look at it, make sure that it meets all your regulations and that everybody's happy with it, okay?
the other thing is, we had stipulated in the approval of this that it actually, the next time it was hung, it was supposed to come down over, because they had said it was a pop-up shop, to center it along, so it's centered.
It did.
It's centered now?
You know, we did do that. That sign is not up on the building right now because of one of the storms that we had.
No.
Wind blew it up.
Wind blew it up
Oh,
again, so
really? Okay.
we reordered the exact same sign and that'll be put up and then code officer can come by and take a look at it. and make sure
Centered with those, so it's not,
centered
yeah,
and level with the other two.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so we'll do that, so make sure that's okay.
Great,
All right, thank you for your time, I appreciate that.
thank you.
Thanks, Helmut.
All right,
All right,
we're good?
appreciate it. Great.
Have a good evening, everybody.
You too.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Has everyone had an opportunity to take a look at the minutes?
I was not at the November 18 meeting, so
Still read them.
I don't believe I was.
Oh, that's right, we're absent.
I'll move approval.
Okay. I'll second approval.
And I guess you guys vote.
Let's see.
So.
So I wasn't here either.
Yeah.
Assuming that only people who are at the meeting can vote, which I don't agree with, then
I mean, I can vote to abstain. That's
Yeah,
still considered a vote.
in order for the motion to pass, it needs a majority of the full board, which means 3 people voting affirmatively. There's nothing wrong with voting if you weren't at the meeting, if you prefer not to, if.
I can vote, I mean, if we just it wasn't a terribly controversial
Okay,
on the local law amendment. I'm happy to do that.
okay, all in favor?
Right?
1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Minutes are approved.
They're unanimous. Unanimous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like. And
Good thing we have a lawyer and,
I'll move to adjourn.
all right.
Anybody,
I'm seconded.
all in
Or
favor?
you want to say?
And we're adjourned at 4:47. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for running a very efficient meeting.
So.
Nice meeting you.
All right, yeah.
That would be